So today we'll talk about different operators that we have in Python. Okay, so different operators. Um, See, so operators, like when you talk about mathematical operators, you have plus, minus, into, division, right? So why do we use these operators? Because we have some, we need to perform any action, right? So for that purpose, you need operator. If you want to add two numbers, you need operators, right? If you want to multiply, you need operators, right? So we'll talk about different operators, okay, today. So let's get started. So we'll start with the easy ones, which we already know probably. They are called as arithmetic operators or mathematical operators, okay? So operators are like, so if I declare num1 and num2 equal to 50 comma 10, so I can say print num1 plus num2, right? I can say num1 minus num2, right? I can even say num1 into num2, right? I can even say after this you have into, then you have division, right? You can have division, num1 by num2. So this is addition, right? So if I say 50 plus 10, you get 60, right? You have subtraction, right? 50 minus 10 is 40. You have 50 into 10, which is 500, correct? So we say multiplication. Similarly, you have division. Now tell me what will be the output of division when I run this? What will I get here?
Yeah, the quotient of the
Correct. So in this case,
number
what do
and
you,
number.
yeah, in this case, what do you expect?
5,
So
10
50
divided
by
by
10.
5, 50 by 10. It should be num2 by num1.
No, num1 is 50 by num2. So 10 by, sorry, 50 by 10,
Okay,
right?
okay, yeah,
So 50 by 10 is
5,
5.0, right? You
yeah,
will get 5.0. Now, if I make it 55, it will be 5.5. So when you run it, you get 5.0, right? So this will give you 5.0, right? Okay. Now, okay, so these are your basic arithmetic operators. We do have few more operators. You have into into. Into is, okay, this is called power. Okay, so it will exponential. So when I say 50 to the power 10, you'll get 50 into 50 into 50 into 50 into 50. Okay, so it'll be too much. So what I'll do, I'll say 2 into 3. So when you say 2 into 3, what do you get? 2 into 2 into 2, you expect answer to be 8, right? So you get 8 here. Okay, so this is how the double star will give you. If you want to find square, so you say into 2. Into 2 is square. Cube is into 3, right? So when you say pi r square, so instead of saying pi into r, you can say r into 2. Double into is power. Okay. Similarly, you have something called as double division. Okay. Now this is called as integer division. Okay. So when you divide 50 by 10, okay, when you divide 50 by 10, you get not 5.0, but 5. Okay. Did you get it? So
why
if I,
sir?
So it will only give you the integer part, no decimal part.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. So now if I make it 55 by 10, still you will get 5 only. If I do 59 by 10, still you will get 5 only. Okay. It will only give you the integer part, not the decimal part. Okay. It always gives you integer part. It always gives you integer part, never the decimal part. So if you want decimal part also, then you will use single division. When you want only the integer part, not the decimal part, then you will use double slash. Okay. So you have plus, minus into division. Double multiplication is for power. Double division is called integer division. There is one more, okay, which is called as, sorry. Okay, so I think I have, yeah. And this is called as modulus. Okay. Modular, this is called as modulus, mod. Okay. And this gives you only, what do you call, remainder. So if you divide 50 by 10, okay, you get 5, okay, as divisor, and remainder is left. What is the remainder that is left? 9. Okay, so you get 9 here. Okay, so you get 9 here. This will give you remainder. So if you divide 50 by 10, 10 into 5, 50, and what is left is remainder, 9. So you get 9. Okay, so these are your arithmetic operators: plus, minus into division, double integer, double multiplication, and mod. Okay, here you can take any, the input can be any number. It can be float or integer, and output is also a number, right? Okay, output is also integer or float. The next set of operators that I'm going to discuss, they are called as comparison operators. Comparison, or they're also called as relational operators. Okay, we are checking the relationship between two variables. Okay, we're checking the relationship between two variables. How do you check the relationship between two variables? Okay, so with
Like incrementation.
relation means, are they greater? Are they
Yeah.
small? Are they greater or equal to? Are they small or equal to? Okay. Are they equal to? Now you see here, this is to check, this is condition equal to. Okay. This is to check, is it equal? Question mark. Okay. So there's difference between single equal to and double equal to. Okay. Initially people make mistake here. When you say num1 equal to 59, it means you're saying let the value of num1 be 59. You are assigning, you are pushing 59 to num1. But when you have double equal to, then you are checking, is the value of num1 59? Okay. So double equal to is for, is it equal to, question mark, and then this is not equal to. Okay. And here, of course, you can have anything as input. Okay. But output is always Boolean. Okay, so output will be either true or false, nothing in between, no other third option available. So if I take again here num1 equal to num2, okay, and if I ask you print num1 greater than num2, what do you think the output is going to be? What do you think the output of this will be?
It will be Boolean.
So what value? Boolean has two
True.
values. It will be true. Num1 is 59, num2 is 10. So you are asking, is 59 greater than 10? Is 59 greater than 10? Answer is yes.
Yes.
59 is greater than 10. So you will say yes. Okay. Then if I say equal to, okay, now instead of num1, num2, I'll put num1 itself. So you're saying num1 greater than equal to num1. So is num1 greater than equal to num1? Is num1 greater than equal to num1?
Yep, it's equal.
Yes, answer is yes, it is greater than num1. So, okay, so we say here, okay, now equal to means it should be either greater than or equal to. Okay, it can be greater than also or it can be equal to also, but obviously it cannot be less than. Okay, now if I ask you same question, okay, num1 here, and I ask you greater than, so what do you think here? Okay, now true, yes is true in Python, right? So this will be true. This will be true. Now when I say num1 greater than num1, so is num1 greater than num1?
No.
No,
No,
num1 is not greater than num1, right? Num1 is not greater than num1. So since num1 is not greater than num1, then what do? We say false here. We say false because num1 is not greater than num1. It is false. Okay. All right. Now, num1. Okay. So greater than done. Now we'll see same thing with less than. We'll take same three stuff and we will see what happens if you have less than. What do you think here will be? Just give me a second. Sorry, I'm back now. So, what do you think will be here? Num1 less than num2?
false.
False, right? So num1 is 59 and 59 is not less than 10. So this is going to be false. What about next one? This is also false, right? Okay, 59 is neither less nor equal to. Now, if I say num1 less than num1, this will also be false, right?
False.
Because 59, yes, because 59 is equal to, not less than. Okay, now we'll take same three things and we will check with this time equal to. Equal to. Sorry, my son is moving around. Okay, so here, okay, num1, is it equal to num2? Obviously not, right? False. But num1 is equal to num2, right? So this will be true. Now, if I take same stuff and if I say here not equal to, so num1 is not equal to num2. So this will be true. And num1 is equal to, right? So if I say not equal to, this is going to be false, right? Now let's run this and see if we got it right. Right? So it's difficult to read all, right? So what I'll do, I'll use something like greater. Okay, I'll put something here like smaller, and I'll put something like equal. Then we will be able to. So greater, you see, true, true, false. True, true, false. False, true, false. Oops, we got it wrong here.
That's less than or equal to no, sir.
Right? So this less than equal to is false, but
No,
we use
22nd
num1
line.
itself. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, sorry. We
Yep.
meant to be putting num2 here. Okay, just 1 second. I have to be come back. Just give me. Yeah, so I wanted to put less than here. Okay, so that's why you get false, false, false. Here it is false, true, true, false. Okay, so these are called your relational operators or comparison operators. We are comparing the relationship between two different variables. Input could be number, but output always have to be Boolean value. The third important operators that we generally will use is called as logical operators. Okay, this is about logic. And here, okay, you have operators like and, or, not. These are operators. Okay, so you have operators. Okay, and or not. And you have um, what we call them as operators and or not, and input. Yes, input and output are all Boolean values. Okay, input and output are all Boolean values. Okay, input and output are all Boolean values. Reason being, okay, here we are checking the logic. Okay, so now if I tell you, okay, I'll take an example here. Okay, so I'm making a prediction. Prediction is Rahul and Rohit will open the batting. Let's say if I'm making this prediction. Actually, what happened? Rohit and Gil opened the batting. Now you tell me, is my prediction correct or wrong? So if let's say if I'm making a bet here, okay, will I be paid or not?
Yes.
Okay, so no, I'm saying, okay, so look at this way. So, I take money from you for the course, of course, and then I'll tell you, we will do course A and B both. And I do only course A. So did I meet my objective? Okay, I'll take course fee for two courses. To tell you that, I will do course A and B to you. But I do only course A. I do only course A. Will you not ask for refund of the half amount? Because I did not meet my objective. Okay. So when you say and, that means you are making commitment. You are making commitment to deliver both the values. Right? We are making commitment to align both the values or both the objective. So when I say that Rohit and Rahul will open, I'm saying that, okay, I'm taking, I'm kind of betting on both of them. Okay. So if even one is wrong, then I'm not actually being right. Okay. So you don't consider it as right. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we do generally, okay, when we have AND operator, okay, okay. So see, input is also here we say, right, input output both are Boolean values. So AND works, okay. So if you have true, okay, so true and true will give you true. That means Rahul and Rohit both opens batting, only then my statement is true. Either of them is missing or both of them are missing, then my statement is false. Is true, rest all three options are false. Okay. So true and true will be true. Rest all three means true and false, false and true, false and false will be false. Now, if I do this OR here, in OR what happens? Only false and false, sorry, false or, right? I'm talking about or. So only false or false will be false. Rest all three options are true. So in same case, if I say, okay, that we will do this or this, that means I'm only committing on one. I'm not committing on both. So if I say Rahul or Rohit will open the batting, this is a prediction. So when I say, when actually Rohit and Guild open, okay, I committed only on one of them, right? So it is true. So whether Rahul opens or Rohit opens or both of them opens, I'm correct. If none of them opens, I'll tell you that we will do A and topic A or topic B. But I didn't do any two of them. If I don't do anything, then you will come to me saying that, I have not done it. But when I say or, okay, it means that I'm only committing on one of them, not on both. If I do both, it's okay. Okay. That doesn't harm. But I cannot, leave on both, right? That's what or is. So what I'll do is I'm going to put these things together for you. Okay, so let me delete this. Okay, so what I'll do, I will put or here. I will put and here, or and, okay, or and, or and, or. Okay. Now tell me, if I run this, will I get and or sorry, will I get true or false? So if we take this, right, and so what did we just say? Okay, first we'll replace this. So we have true, true, false, correct? So true, true, false. Then we have false, false, false. So it is false, false, false. And then we have false, true, true, false. False, true, true, false, right? Okay. Now let's see. So what did we say? We said that first your and takes precedence over or, right? And is like multiplication, and we perform multiplication first and then addition. Correct? So we will go and first we will solve all the and here. Okay. So let's check this. T and F. T and F will give us what? F. So and is only when both are true, then only you get true. Otherwise, you get false. So T and F will be false.
Sir, it's a bit confusing.
Why confusing? What did I say here? See, example I gave you was true and false only. No, what did I say? True and false. So remember this. Commitment. If I say I will do this and this, okay, then only you will pay for both, right? Otherwise, will you pay? No. It is false. So if I tell you that I will do task A and task B, and I don't do task B, I do only task A, will you pay me? No, you will not pay me. So it is false, as if I have not done it. Yes or no? Okay, so and means I'm committing on both. So if both is true, very simple. If both is true, only then it is true. Even if you have one false, it is false. And or means I will do this or this, right? If I don't do anything, only I'm false. Otherwise, it is true. It's not difficult to remember. Okay. So F and F, both are false, false. Okay. F and F, both are false, false. T and T, T and T will be true. Okay. Now you have or. T or F, T. One commitment is also okay. F or F, sorry, T or F, T. T or F, T. T or T, T. T or F, tree. So it's going to be true here, right? That's why you get true, isn't it? Okay. So remember, and means both has to be true to be true. False or means even one true is there, it is true. Okay. And means this and this and this and this. Okay. That means I have to deliver on everything. Or means anyone if I deliver, it's okay. It's like delivering. We will give you chapati or bread. Okay, if you have both, great. If you have only one also, it's okay. You can't blame. But if I tell you that I'm going to give you both chapati and bread, and I give you only chapati or only bread, you will be angry, right? You want both because I said both. So and means both have to be true, or means even one true is there, it is true. Otherwise, it is false. All right. Okay. So this is how we use different operators. So we have, okay, we haven't spoken about not. Okay. How does not work? Not works on only one factor, which is, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So I was saying that not works on only one value. So not true is false, and not false is true. Opposite of true is false, opposite of false is true.
See what I made on the computer. Then come.
Yes, I'll come. Okay. So
Fast, fast.
okay. So not true is false. And not false is not false is true, not true is false. Okay. Okay. So not true is false and not false is true, right? So these are your different operators. Um, okay. So these are important, okay, because whatever we are going to do now, okay, those are on foundation of this. This is like foundation. Okay, now we are going to up our level of programming. Now we are going to what you call as real programming. Okay, we're going to do our programming. So the core concept of programming is your condition and iteration. Okay, so these are core of programming, and we are going to spend as much time as possible on this. Okay, we are going to um, focus on these things. Okay, these things are core of programming. Okay, so after finishing of conditions and iteration, we are going to take individual topics. Okay, um, and that individual topic is like improving upon what we have already learned, whether it is list, tuple, or it's like adding new features to it. But core programming is still this iteration and condition. This is core programming. And this is where, people find it difficult. Okay. If you can master these topics, okay. So today is fourth day, maybe 2, 3 more days, 6 days of content. If you master, then rest of all your programming career is going to be easy. Okay. That's why I'm more focused on you practicing all these things. Okay, so please practice and
It's right.
okay. So what is condition? So far you see we've been doing programs in sequence, right? Okay, so far power has come now, right, Venkat?
Not yet came. I just using
Oh,
my
I
mobile
think
data.
okay. I think it
Yep.
came here. Okay,
Okay, maybe.
it'll take few more seconds.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. We can continue.
Yeah.
No issues.
Okay. Okay. So condition is like executing this program in some kind of non-sequential manner. For example, if you want to give a grade, okay, to a student, okay, you want to say whether the student has passed or failed, right? Now, in our program, we should have both the situation, right? We should have the situation like print pass and print fail, both, correct? But at given point of time for any single student, it is going to be only one value, right? It's not going to be both pass and fail, right? Now, our program should have both, isn't it? Our program should have print, you have passed, and our program should have print, you have failed. Okay, our program should have both, you have passed and you have failed. Okay, but what should happen? Okay, only one of these statements should be printed, not both, right? So program will have both, but you are deciding which component or which part of the program should be printed. Okay, and here you have a condition, you have some kind of condition. What kind of condition you have? So let's take average marks. So we say that the average is, let's say, in this case, let's say 49. So if average is, okay, we are saying if average is greater than 40 or greater than equal to 40, okay, if average is greater than equal to 40, then say pass, otherwise say fail. Let's say this is the condition. So if average is greater than or equal to 40, okay, that means if average greater than equal to 40 is true, right? If this is true, then say pass. If this is false, then say failed. Okay, if this is true, then we have to say pass. If this is false, okay, then we say fail, right? So conditions are handled using if in Python also. Okay, so we'll talk about conditions first. So we are saying conditions are handled using if. So here I will say if, okay, AVG, okay, that's the average marks obtained by this student. So if average is greater than equal to 40, okay, colon. So if condition colon, and in between if and colon, you can have your relational operators and your logical operators. Okay, you're doing logical operators. Okay, so this entire thing, okay, ultimately between if and colon, it has to be to remember this. Between if and colon, whatever you give, it has to be true. Only then you can move ahead to the true part. That means if average is greater than 40, then I will say print otherwise. Okay, now in this case, let's say I don't have otherwise. Okay, I just have if. Okay, I say okay. Okay, I say if average is greater than equal to 40, then you say pass. Otherwise, you don't say pass. Understood? So I'm checking a condition, and if this condition is true, then you go inside if. Otherwise, you don't go inside. Now, in this case, okay, if I go and run it, you see average is 49. So 49 is greater than 40. So this entire thing is evaluated to true. This entire thing is evaluated to true. Since this entire thing is evaluated to true, okay, since this entire thing is evaluated to true, okay, since this entire thing is evaluated to true, it has gone inside if. And how do you know it has gone inside if? Because we have given this print with tab. Okay, so see, so far we were saying that all your program should start from beginning. All your program should start from beginning. There should not be even one space, because all of them were part of the main program. Now, since this print is not part of your main program, but this print is part of your if, that means if I make it as 39, now if I make it as 39, now 39 greater than 40 becomes false. If this is false, then this, okay, print should not happen. Then this print should not happen. Okay, so this is how we check the condition. We check condition using, if condition, and if this condition is true, then you go inside if. If condition is false, then you don't go inside if. Okay, nothing will happen. Nothing is there. Okay, now what I can say here, okay, I'll create another condition here. If average greater than 40 passed, else is this otherwise. And since else is on par with if, I'm putting else here itself, not inside if. Okay, understand this. Makes sense? Okay, any question here? Did you understand? So this is how we check condition. Condition, okay, we have to say if condition. If condition is true, then whatever you put inside if, it will get executed. If condition is false, then it will not execute. Okay, so how do you decide what is inside if? The question is, how do you decide what is inside if? So we know by looking at it. You see, I've given this print at a tab space. When you give print as a tab space, that means this print is inside if. If I bring it here, then it becomes part of the main program. That is not part of your if. This is inside if. You can give even one single space is okay for Python. Okay, so you can give any number of spaces. You can give 1 space or 10 space or 100 space, doesn't matter for Python. What Python says is, if you have multiple statements to print, okay, if you have multiple statement to print, then for the first line, you have a choice. You can give 1 space or 100 space, but for second line, you don't have a choice. You have to give same number of spaces. Okay, this is how I see this is like our Word document. We give this bullet point, right? You have bullet point, and then if you have to mention something sub bullet, you give a bullet inside the main bullet, right? And sub bullet, if you have first bullet, the second bullet should be okay. Okay, I don't know if I'm able to explain. Wait, let me open a Word document. So I should be able to see, Word document on my screen. If I say features of Python are, okay, now I mention this as easy to code. Now, when I say easy to code, I'll put a bullet point, right? Now, if this bullet is here or you put it here, doesn't matter, correct? Okay. But when you're putting point number 2, okay, then has to be at same level, correct? Right? Now, if I have to put something inside easy to code, if I put something like this, that means this yes PT1 is inside easy to code, isn't it? So think of same thing like bullet sub bullet for your Python program. Okay, you have a condition. If condition is true, we are getting in. If condition is, when you are done with this, then you start from beginning. Just like if you have, and then you have statements here, then I'm done. I needed to put only 2. I needed to have only 2 statements here. So I'm done. Now I go back and I do else here. Okay, and else again, you have a choice of putting it. Okay, now here, see, this doesn't have to be here because this print is part of this else, right? So this print is part of this F, so it can be anywhere. But once you have it, at a particular place, next time onwards, you have to put it at the same place. So generally, the accepted practice is that you put tab. Tab means, it's not too close, not too far. Tab is generally accepted practice, but it's up to you what you want to use. This is important, guys. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll stop here for today. Okay. I want to stop it here. Okay. You practice, and tomorrow we will do more programs using if condition.